Time I'm recording this video, futures are looking pretty bloody red. So in this video, I'm going to share with you why exactly is behind this drop in the market and what to expect for Monday. But why I also believe this is way overdone, and why it shouldn't really be taken the way it looks like. All right. So at the time of recording this video, it's Sunday and it's about 10 p.m. Central Time. That's why I title this video absolutely watch before market open on Monday, December 20th. All right. So as you can see, the Dow Jones already down almost 300 points. That's almost 1%. And the S&P 500 and Nasdaq are not an exception for all this. I mean, if you look at the crude oil on the West Texas, we're looking at 2 and 6% down. So it looks like things are looking pretty doom. And the main reason behind this is actually COVID. I mean, this article from Market Watch is telling us that we may have, one of the reasons being President Joe Biden's signature $2 trillion spending plan appeared doomed, as Senator Joe mentioned. Said he cannot support it, potentially handing Biden and Democrats a major political loss. Meanwhile, and I believe this is really one of the main reasons behind this. Meanwhile, new COVID-19 cases are growing sharply in many parts of the world, fueled by the rapid spread of Omicron. Dr. Anthony Fauci said Sunday that he expects record cases of COVID-19 this winter and urged people to get vaccinated and get boosters. Now, the thing is, it's true that in some parts of the world, especially in Europe, we have many countries going back to restrictions, and they're using the term lockdowns. So it's not necessarily lockdowns as it was back in 2020, but I believe algorithms, which ultimately and obviously are trading in this pre-market session, pick up those words, and it seems like, hey, red flag, and sell. But the reality is, even though these are restrictions that are kind of preventing mobility, it sends a signal to the market and to some investors that the economy is going to slow down a little bit. But let's be realistic here. Omicron might be spreading faster, but we have facts and data pointing to the fact that it is not as dangerous, or very less dangerous than the media, is kind of pointing out to exaggerate with all the news and the FUD and fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Because I think so far we have less than 10 people, no more than 10 people who actually died with COVID and not because of, with Omicron and not because of Omicron, right? So I want to share with you another interview with a doctor. It's free on Falcons, but nothing political here. So let's hear about what he has to say and why this thing is very overdone.
What is your response?
So Tony is being really careful with his wordsmithing now, increasingly so. He's guarding himself. He says optimally protected. What he's not saying is fully protected. Omicron blows right through the vaccines and through the triple jabbed. Omicron is very infectious, and the data are already in. Both the double and triple vaccination is not protecting you from Omicron. Now here's the good news. In your prior segment, you pointed out that this is more fear-mongering on the part of the press. You're dead on, okay? The number of deaths from Omicron worldwide is less than 10 to my last count.
Wow.
Okay? And the thing about this is, so this, if you believe in a God, this looks an awful lot like a Christmas present. Omicron, apparently, according to recent data from Hong Kong University, has shifted the targeting of where it infects. The Delta and the prior variants were infecting your deep lung, which we know from influenza is a great way to cause severe disease in humans. And it shifted to the upper airway, to the bronchus. And we know from influenza, when viruses do that, they're much less pathogenic and much more infectious. So the good news with Omicron is very low disease, highly infectious. It looks an awful lot to the experienced vaccinologists like a live attenuated virus vaccine that you might design for purpose.
Right, I'm going to stop it there, but again, nothing to do with politics here, but the main thing here is he's a doctor, so he knows absolutely what he's talking about, okay? So, and this is why I believe most of people are making way far more of what it's supposed to be here, because omicron or omicron, whatever you want to call it, is actually one of the reasons why this pandemic is actually pointing to the end, or might be something that we have to actually consider as the flu. And by that I mean something we'll have to adapt and adjust as we continue to go back to, the new normal. So based on this, actually, I don't think we might see a very doomy future, especially for the stock market, because this reaction might be very, very, very overdone, especially as we are a pre-market here. So I'm expecting for this to be a buy the dip, because I keep buying the dip since it was dipping 4 days ago. But again, you never know, all right? But this might be a very good opportunity to actually get in and ride this back up as we get into the center rally, which I believe has nothing changed with this center rally. So this is it, folks. Thanks for watching.